Hi everyone, this is Orlu Bianiker, and I'm Eyal, and I've actually come here for my very first slap bass lesson on the keyboard. Uh, Actually, Or and I have been on the development team for this plugin called Bass Slapper by Waves, and but since we were so busy developing it, I barely had time to play it. So Or here, who's the master of groove, slap bass, and anything else,
Okay, I'll take it. Okay.
uh, has come here to show me how to get my playing to sound a bit more slappy.
Okay. Sounding slappy. That's the title of the video. Sounding slappy. So let me start off by just playing some typical slap bass lines against E, because that's what you do. Something like.
There's no way I'm playing that.
Not yet, but I can break it down and make it quite simple. So basically, everything I'm doing comes back to note groupings. So let's start off with the simplest one, which is a grouping of two, right?
All right.
So the first note would be me just slapping the string and opening it. And the second note would be a left hand mute, which is the sound that happens when I close the string. So 1, 2. Think you can do it?
Yeah. So I have this.
Yeah, cool. How are you doing this?
So I have this key here mapped to the A sharp by default, which is called the reactive mute. So whatever I'm playing, it just mutes it.
Yeah. It's basically, this key is like my left hand closing the strings. So whatever happens when I close the strings with my left hand will be recreated on the keyboard in the same way. So let's say I'm playing, and then give it a go.
Then
Same thing happens with just one key. You wanna take it up a notch? Try some more complex stuff. So we're gonna throw in a grouping of 3, which is we're gonna choose this one. So it will be an open string, left hand, and then another muted slap. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
So
Exactly.
right.
We can go on to just mix the two together to create some lines like.
So like that.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a bunch of 3s and 2s, and seems like we can move on, right?
Yeah.
So let's throw in a 4, and our 4-note sequence would be open, left hand, slap note, pull dead note, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. You're making me jealous. I had to practice a lot to be able to do this stuff. So where do you want to go from here?
Maybe we can kind of I don't know, add a bit more notes to the line or
more notes. My favorite. Our favorite. So let's throw in like a legato passing phrase, something like very typical D, just D, E, A, B. Ooh. But it's different notes. It's like different locations of notes from what I did. So you want to explain how we're going to fix that?
Yeah. So or can explain it a bit better, but we have a way of kind of moving the hand on the fretboard. So if I just change the position slider to something like
third position, yeah.
So I can get
yeah.
So the bit darker sound of those higher notes on the fretboard, I think.
Yeah. The cool thing about it, it's basically you don't have to do it, but it makes the same note selections as I would if I was asked to play this line. So it kind of makes more sense in a way. So we're gonna play. Let's see our pattern. Let's go back to our pattern. Just this.
So, see if I remember it. Uh,
Yeah, not bad.
something like that.
Yeah, pretty good. Awesome. Okay, I think you can move on to the next level.
All right.
So let's throw in another chord. Let's move on to G immediately after and play something similar, like. Sorry, I messed up. Okay, but you get the idea. I think you can try it. Cool. Yeah, exactly.
So,
You got it. Ooh, getting fancy already. Yeah, awesome, man.
thank
Cool.
you.
How was your lesson?
Pretty good, I think. I'm getting better. Need
Yeah.
some more practice?
Yeah. Cool.
Cool.
Bye.